Have you ever wondered how one simple website became the place where billions of people come to learn, laugh, watch, create, and even build massive businesses? How did a tiny platform created in 2005 transform into one of the most powerful digital media engines on the internet? And why are millions of creators still competing to build their presence on YouTube today? The answer is much bigger than just video files. YouTube changed how humanity communicates. It reshaped global entertainment, decentralized education, disrupted traditional advertising, and built an entirely new economy centered around individual creators. But YouTube did not start as a tech giant. It started with a simple, frustrating problem. Let's go back to the early 2000s. Today, watching a video online is completely effortless. You open an app, search for a topic, tap a thumbnail, and content streams instantly in high definition. But 2 decades ago, the internet was a completely different story. Uploading videos was slow and difficult. Sharing video clips with friends was frustrating. Discovering videos made by ordinary people was almost impossible. Websites that hosted video existed, but there was no single platform where anyone could easily upload a video and share it with the world. There was no shorts feed, no algorithmic recommendation system, no creator economy, and no idea that an ordinary person sitting in their bedroom could build a global broadcast network. That massive friction was the problem, and three people saw an opportunity to fix it forever. Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Javed Karim. They were three former PayPal employees. They had experience with technology, coding, and design, but they were not celebrities or billionaires. They were engineers who understood a real problem that millions of internet users were facing. People wanted an easy way to upload, watch, and share videos without complicated software or huge file transfers. That simple idea became YouTube. On April 23, 2005, Javed Karim uploaded a clip to the new platform. It was only 18 seconds long, titled Me at the Zoo. It showed Javed standing in front of elephants at the San Diego Zoo. There were no expensive cameras, no special effects, no professional editing, and no production team. Just a person, a camera, and a very simple video. Yet, history was being made. That short clip became the first video ever uploaded to YouTube. The platform officially launched later in 2005 with a simple promise. Anyone could participate. You did not need a television network, a movie studio, or millions of dollars. You just needed something worth showing. And that changed internet media forever. As YouTube grew, something became clear. People loved online video. The platform was expanding rapidly. More users were uploading, watching, and sharing content every single day. But YouTube faced a major challenge. Growth is expensive. Hosting millions of videos requires massive server infrastructure, endless storage, and incredible internet bandwidth. Millions of people watching simultaneously meant astronomical operating costs. YouTube needed scale fast, and that's when Google stepped in. In 2006, Google announced it was acquiring YouTube for approximately $1.65 billion in Google stock. At the time, YouTube was still a young company, not an old media giant or a traditional television network, but a relatively new website. Yet Google saw something crucial. The future of video was moving online. Google already dominated search or internet advertising, but YouTube offered something different: user attention and new video power. Together, they created one of the most dominant digital advertising ecosystems in human history. With Google's massive backing, YouTube evolved from a place for silly home videos into a global media engine. But the biggest evolution was not just technical, it was economic. In 2007, YouTube launched the YouTube Partner Program YPP for the first time in media history. Ordinary people could monetize their videos. Creating content was no longer just a hobby, it became a full time career. A teenager in a bedroom could build a global broadcast show. A teacher could educate millions. A small business could find international customers. The creator economy was born. But how does this system actually work? YouTube connects advertisers with targeted audiences. Advertisers pay YouTube to display ads on videos. Instead of keeping all the money, YouTube shares a significant portion with eligible creators. However, getting monetized is not just about uploading videos. As of 2026, creators can unlock earlier access to YPP features like fan funding and shopping. At 500 subscribers with either 3000 watch hours or 3 million short views. But to unlock full advertising revenue sharing, creators need 1000 subscribers along with 4000 watch hours or 10 million short views. Reaching these numbers is the entry ticket. But content quality and policy compliance determine long-term success. While YouTube continues to expand creator opportunities through shopping and fan support, a massive change is arriving for monetization. Starting February 1st, 2027, YouTube is raising the performance threshold for new creators, applying for full ad and premium revenue sharing. The subscriber requirement remains at 1000 subscribers, but the required performance metric jumps to 8000 qualified public watch hours in the last 365 days or 20 million qualified shorts views in the last 90 days. Why is YouTube doubling the requirement? Because the internet is producing content at an unprecedented scale. With the rise of artificial intelligence, anyone can quickly generate scripts, voices, images, and full videos in minutes. More content does not automatically mean more value. YouTube is putting a stronger emphasis on original, high quality, human driven storytelling. Using AI tools is fully allowed, but success requires adding unique true value. Your voice, your research, your perspective, and your editing. AI is just the tool. The creator is the brain. Now, let's talk about the one word that every creator is obsessed with, the algorithm. Creators often say, the algorithm killed my video, or YouTube is not pushing my channel. But what is the system actually trying to do? At its core, YouTube's algorithm is not a judge, it's a matchmaker. Its only goal is to connect individual viewers with videos they are most likely to enjoy and watch until the end. To do this, it tracks two primary metrics: click-through rate (CTR) and audience retention. CTR measures how compelling your title and thumbnail are. If 100 people see your video on their screen and 10 people click, you have a 10% CTR. However, a click is only the handshake. Once the viewer lands on your video, retention takes over. If people leave within the first 15 seconds, YouTube receives a signal that the video did not keep its promise. But if viewers stay, watch, and engage, the system actively pushes that video to thousands or even millions of similar viewers. Mastering YouTube is not about gaming the algorithm, it's about understanding human psychology. While long-form videos built YouTube's foundation, a massive revolution disrupted the entire internet through short-form video. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels shifted how audiences consume content, favoring ultra-fast, bite-sized entertainment. YouTube responded with YouTube Shorts and it completely transformed channel discovery. Before Shorts, growing a new channel required viewers to actively click a long video. With Shorts, the algorithm delivers content directly to millions of scrolling feeds in seconds. However, long form and short form serve completely different purposes. Think of Shorts as a discovery engine. It grabs attention quickly, introduces your brand, and brings massive new eyeballs to your channel. Think of long form as a trust building engine. It delivers deep value, builds strong emotional relationships, and generates higher ad revenue. The smartest modern creators don't choose between shorts and long form. They integrate both into one powerful content strategy. A common misconception among new creators is that YouTube is only useful if you get ad monetization. No, but advertising revenue is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. YouTube is not just a social video app, it is the second largest search engine in the world, right behind Google. When people want to learn a skill, solve a problem, or buy a product, they search. A well crafted educational video can attract views, leads, and authority for years, long after it was published. This is the power of evergreen content. For businesses, experts, and freelancers, YouTube is a customer acquisition engine. You can build trust with an audience, launch your own digital products, secure brand sponsorships, sell merchandise, drive traffic to your website, or offer specialized consulting. You don't need millions of subscribers to build a sustainable business. You just need an engaged, targeted audience that values your expertise. Monetization gives you ad revenue, but distribution gives you leverage. As you build your audience and business, there is one critical area every creator must master in that: the rules of the platform. Many creators lost their channels overnight simply because they don't understand copyright and community guidelines. Just because audio, music, images, or video clips are freely available on the internet does not mean you have the right to use them. YouTube's automated content ID system scans every upload against a massive database of copyrighted material. Using copyrighted content without permission can lead to monetization claims or total copyright strikes. You may have heard of fair use, but fair use is not a legal magic shield. It is a legal defense that depends on context, transformation, and regional laws. Beyond copyright, YouTube enforces strict community guidelines regarding harmful content, as well as advertiser-friendly guidelines. A video can be allowed on the platform but still demonetized if advertisers don't want their brands placed next to it. To build a long-term media company, original content and compliance are non-negotiable. From a simple 18-second video of elephants at the zoo to a global media giant, YouTube's journey has completely reshaped human culture. It replaced traditional gatekeepers with global access. It turned ordinary individuals into media moguls. It built an entire global economy around creator storytelling, education, and entertainment. As we look toward the future, with evolving AI tools, changing algorithm rules, and new monetization models, one truth remains unchanged: content quality and authentic audience trust are the ultimate currency. YouTube is not just a place to host video files, it is a platform to build a legacy, launch a business, and voice your ideas to the world. Whether you are a beginner taking your first steps or an experienced creator scaling your brand, the platform story is still being written, and the next chapter depends on what you create today. Thank you for watching this full documentary on Averiqa. Subscribe, keep creating, and we will see you in the next story.